Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dukowitz here, and I want to talk to you today about two cotton balls and 4 minutes can change the rest of your life. So here's the deal. So here we are at the lake, and for about the last week and a half, I've had some ear things going on, and so a little bit of issue with balance and that sort of thing. So we've got some eardrops in, and homeopathic eardrops in, and the cotton balls. And what's interesting is I put the cotton balls in, all of a sudden, everything around me became muffled. The clarity from which I have grown used to became muffled. It deadened the sound around me. Almost became harder to hear, especially with this one. It's a bigger cotton ball. And it got me to thinking about life and you and I and taking action and how easy it is for us to just be wide open and listen to everything and be led by distraction and see bright, shiny things and go towards those bright, shiny things and the thoughts that they're going to help us to reach our goals. They're going to help us to get to where it is that we want to go. The fact of the matter is you and I have to learn to deaden the sound. We have to learn to muffle the sound on the things that don't matter in our lives. In other words, we have to be willing to say no to the distractions in life and yes to the things that matter. And that means blocking things out. That means focusing on what you want in your life, in your relationships, in your business. Because when you start to let the distractions in, you start to let the loud noise drown out your dreams, goals, and visions, you'll never get there. So what are some of the steps that you can take, like now, like today? Well, first and foremost, man, you've heard me say it before, you gotta get clear. You gotta get clear on what it is that you want, not what everybody else wants for you and not what people talk about and not going on Facebook and YouTube and finding out what everybody, what's the next hottest thing to talk about in this world. What are you passionate about? What do you love? And what do you wanna do with clarity in your life? That's number one, you have to get clarity. And notice I snuck something in there on you, which is what you love. What you love that you're passionate about is what's going to make the biggest difference. So when you find your passion and you have clarity about where you want to go, it becomes way easier to say no to distractions. Then number two, write this down. You should be writing this down right now. Number two, I've got to actually take an action step every day. Just one action step every day. You don't have to take 10, you don't have to take 20. What would happen if you took one action step every day? Because then all of a sudden, one action step every day is going to turn to 2. And then it's going to turn to 3. And then it's going to turn to 4. And it's going to keep snowballing as you go through life. It's going to keep snowballing. You're going to find that your days become more productive because you're going to start working on things that matter to you, not what matter to everybody else. And you're going to start moving towards your goals and your vision. So today I might take an action towards my health. And that might be all I do today. And tomorrow I take another step towards my business and I do a couple extra videos and I go ahead and I put captions on them and I send those out to people. And the next day it might be something else for my relationships. But it's a matter of making sure that you do something every single day that matter in the categories of life that you focus on. Now I coach on what? Body, being, balance, and business. So we're talking about your health, we're talking about your spirituality, we're talking about your relationships, and we're talking about your work. So those 4 categories in life, imagine if you were taking one step in those categories every day. What would happen to your life? How would your success catapult if you had clarity of what you want for your health, clarity of what you want for your relationships, clarity of what you want in your business? What would happen if you had clarity of that and then you took one action step every day? You just pick an area and take an action step. Now, this means go down to the next step. The next step is very, very important. It means you have to learn to say no. You have to say no to the distractions and yes to the things that are going to move the needle. Now, this is hard for some of you. You're people pleasers. You want to go out there and you want to make sure that you take care of everybody else, but in the end, you're the one who gets put last. You're the one who ends up taking your goals, your dreams, and your visions. They get put off to the side in order to go help everyone else. I'm not saying don't help your friends. I'm not saying don't be there for people. What I am saying is that make yourself a priority and take action step towards you every single day, which means saying no to distractions, and it means saying yes to you. It means saying yes to your dreams and your vision. And then guess what? You replicate this, you do this again and again and again, day in and day out, and you are going to start moving towards your dreams, your goals, and your visions. But for some of you, it's going to have to start right here. You're going to have to start blocking out the sounds and the things that are they're distracting you and they're pulling you in. You got to block them out and start focusing on you and where you want to go. That's all I've got for you here today. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been Commit and Go. We encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and business. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.